Hello everyone. I'll be on camera here just in a minute.
Hello
I wanted
everyone.
to,
I'll be on camera here just in a minute.
well, I wanted to,
Apparently mute
I'll
myself.
be on camera here. Okay, there we go. Anyway, hello. I'll be on camera here in just a minute. I'm just getting everything ready before 9:30. I don't know how much trading we're gonna get into today because it is a quad witching day, so you should proceed with caution when trading today because things can be very volatile. But anyway, so we're gonna grab our coffee. We'll be back, should be back before 9:30, but I'm gonna go ahead and pull something up. You know what? We'll just keep watching Nvidia. It had news yesterday. I'm still curious about that. We probably won't spend the whole day watching Nvidia. I just want to see what it's doing. So, 5 minutes. Wait, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit just to give us something to look at right now. It's not yet 9:30. It is almost, so I'll be right back in just a minute. Alrighty, guys, it is a 9:30. I finished grabbing my coffee, but I do want to sit down real quick and take a peek at, hey, look at that, taking off at 177. Yep. I don't let them do what they do. Uh, there'll be money made today, but I might not be making it. That's okay. I'm just pulling up Weeble to see what's going on here. CGC is another one to watch. It's moving right now. MSOS. AKAN. What are you doing? Um, there's a little bit of interest in the market this morning. Like I said, be careful. Quad witching day. Um, well, looks like I'm having some screen issues. 52-week high on B. Don't know that stock. Why is it showing that way? Why did you do that? Okay, that's weird. We're gonna go back to Thinkorswim because it's not being weird. Okay, just gonna hide that for right now because it's not working properly. Oh, hey, look at that, 178. Yeah, if you do trade today, get in, get out, and be done with it. I wouldn't stay for very long because any of these stocks could just dip, like tank right on you. Most likely not, to last, but it'll still be an unfortunate profit loss if you get stuck in a trade today, I would imagine. Oh, I've been useless for callouts this morning because I'm still getting things set up. VDL is also going up, similar fashion. Remember what I said about sister companies? Well, I guess sister company is not the right word, but it's the term I'm going to use until I find a better term. Companies that their stocks are related because either they are owned by the same large company or they are partners. But I'm pretty sure NVDA and NVDL are literally both owned by NVIDIA. Okay, so right here is the 930. So at 930, it went, this is NVDL. It went from 79.19 all the way to 80.98. So it's almost a whole dollar, um, per share. You had 70 shares, you just made 70 bucks. 100 shares, 100 bucks. And so on and so forth. And Nvidia, I think it came up a dollar too. 76 to 78. No, this one came up almost 2 bucks. So no profits on this one if you'd had uh, 100 shares, you made $200 off of this one. Approximately. I didn't do the change, didn't check it. 41 to almost 2 bucks, guys. 32 to 41. Be short a few pennies, but still. Um, I'm not gonna pull it up for you guys because for some reason it's being really freaking weird. Uh, but I'm gonna look at it real quick. Um, on my other chart to see if there's anything interesting. MSOS is one I don't have on paper trade. Guess I could go ahead and add it. It's not like it's a new stock to me or anything. I have not really done a lot of trading with it, but I have 300 and some stocks that I look at every single day, 390 something. So I'm not going to trade in all of them every day. I don't have time for that. Thank you. What? Thank you. There we go. It's still early though. This one's not got, uh, this one's taking a little bit of dip. I don't know what it's gonna do. Not gonna pretend like I do. Let me pull the Weebles back up. AKAN, that one's still moving nicely, so let's go to AKAN. I don't have that one on. I got nothing on this list. Nothing at all. Okay, well, we're gonna add AKA, and I'm so thirsty. I need to finish grabbing my stuff. Put it on my paper. Just don't stop asking me. Just put it on my paper. Okay, give me a second, guys. Oh, call out RIVN. We'll just go ahead and pull that up while I finish doing this stuff. Remember, if you see a call out, did I type that right? RIVN. I always do this particular ticker backwards. I get the I and the V kind of backwards. I don't know why. Oh, hey, look at that. So, she called us at 9:30, 9:39, about 2 minutes ago. She called it time for the spike. I'd watch it. Always a good trader. Or see where she calls out. And she calls them out. You got to pay attention because she'll call it out real quick right before it pops. And some of the other traders too. Um, it's immediate. Oh, I need to pull up my chat. I'm so behind, guys. I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know anymore. Doesn't matter. Ah, just lost my stuff. Where did it go? Where did it go? Sweet. Oh, I added a little logo. We'll be doing some more work to move things around, make it a little nicer. Yes, I am aware that the screen is halfway up. It's a decision that I'm making. Yes, there will be changes made to stream, hopefully for the better. Ah, I still need to grab my drink. I'll be right back, guys. And here I am. Hello, everyone. I have coffee. I already drank part of it. I'll probably have to grab more. I was really thirsty. Okay, so I'm keeping Thinkorswim up for you guys. Did I add this to my list? Did I add to my list? Hang on, a mid thought. Let's add it to the list before we get distracted. There we go. Now it's on the list. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm having some problems getting Webull to show up properly. So even though I'm switching back and forth between the two, I'm gonna keep popping the stock that I'm looking at up on Thinkorswim so you guys can see it. I just have a larger list of stocks to look at on Webull, and I haven't taken the time to do paper trade. But as long as I've been messing with this paper trade stuff and trying to get used to the system of Thinkorswim, I'm probably just gonna add them all to my list. I don't want to do that. It's gonna take forever. Like I said, it's almost 400 stocks that I've accumulated over, I don't know, maybe a year or so of learning to trade and all that. I guess I could talk a little bit about my beginning trading experience. 52-week low BDRX. Um, so when I started trading, I started out on paper on Webull. Um, did all right with that. Jumped the gun a little bit to start trading on cash because I didn't want to trade paper. I wanted to be able to make real money because it was a point in time in the market where it was really moving. You know, the the tariffs were being announced. Everybody was, you know, putting all their money into a stock or pulling all their money out of a stock. So it was really moving time. Um, to trade, and I actually did end up getting in on some good trades. Like I said, NAK was a good example of a good trade that I got in. I held that one. That one was a swing, almost a long, with as long as it took for it to pick back up because the EPA news and blah 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 blah. We've gone into that. If anybody has any questions, I'll go back into it later, but it's, over there. Um, but yeah, so then I started trading paper a little early, made a couple of bad trades, didn't lose very much. Um, but considering I wasn't working with a lot, it seemed like a lot, when you only have, I don't know, $300 in the account to start with. Losing 20 bucks feels like a lot. And it still upsets me to lose 20 bucks. I mean, I get mad over a dollar. Not as mad, not really mad, just frustrated. But yeah, I guess that was my beginning trading experiences. And then I started streaming a while ago on here, and you guys have been part of that. Um, um, mm, Multitasking. Two brains right now. Telling a story and watching stocks. I'm looking at the Thinkorswim page right now. See what else is going on. AKA an OGI. Jazz is up 20.27%. Need to specify. That one I think might move today. Just because it's on the top five of my list. Usually these things move. When I started trading though, I wouldn't mess with. So I'd always come into the market a little late. So when you log on to trade, something that's kind of important is time. What time is it that you're logging on to do your trades? Because you can trade any time of the day and you can make money any time of the day, but there are times of the day where it's more busy, um, such as 7 a.m. to 7:30. Uh, that's the early morning market. You know, 8. Usually within 30 minutes of these peak times, I feel like from what I have seen, most people are trying to be done trading within the first 30 to 45 minutes of each of those peak times. So they don't want to be stuck in a trade for an hour, just like myself. I don't want to be stuck in a trade for an hour. NAK is 218 right now. She hit 223. Let's pull up NAK so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Otherwise, I'm just talking about stocks that you can't see. What? 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 Stop it. Stop being whatever you're being because it is not what I want. There we go. Okay. And IK's taking a little bit of a dip. Still would have liked to get this for 147 2 weeks ago, but I was like, no, it'll fine, it'll drop more. It didn't. It's okay though. We're still learning Thinkorswim. Even if you're doing paper, it still behooves you to chart and learn the stocks. Keep an eye on what they're doing while you're trading paper to kind of give you an idea of what they might do when you start trading cash. Because I mean, they can just do whatever, but they kind of have their own special little pattern. Like we were looking at Nvidia yesterday. Let's just use that as an example. And we had, so you can kind of see when it trends up, you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And a lot of stocks do this, but they kind of have a little bit of a pattern to it. 1, 2, 3, 1, well, this one's got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So like this one tends to jump in a very similar way when it's moving. And it's just something that you kind of notice as you're looking at the stocks. And some of them have followed this exact same type of a pattern too, which might give you an indicator of whether or not that'd be one that, uh, ooh, oh, oh God, scary, scary down there. And I have to adjust my chart down. I'm always like, oh God, what happened? 179 though, so it's made a recovery. It's fine. the Discord and see if we have any more calls. Oh, I also gotta keep my chat window up 'cause I don't do that. Hair feels messy. I might need to brush it again. Ah. I just don't know what I want to trade today, guys. I might not. We might just watch. See what Oklo's doing. Oklo took a jump. Like everything's a jumping. Um, so if you were watching when I first started, I reminded everyone that it's a quad witching day. And a perfect example of why I said to be careful, and the last three stocks that we've looked at have been perfect examples of that. Let me finish sending this. Okay, so we'll just start with NVIDIA. NVIDIA, 9:30. Mind you, it's quad witching day. And this could happen any other day, but it happened today. 9:30, we jumped $2 and then started to dip. NVIDIA, we jumped $1 and then started to dip. Granted, these stocks are related, but Oklo, okay, is not a related stock. At 9:30, it jumped and then started to dip. Let's go to QBTS. Another one. At 9:30, shot right up and started to dip. So you're seeing a pattern here. Everything. RIVN, the one we just looked at earlier. 9:30, shot up, started to dip. So we got Wolf, made less impressive of a move, but similar thing. Up at 9:30, took a little dip. Now this one's still up. This one, SoFi, another example. So it shot right up at 9:30, held up for a couple of seconds. I'll zoom this in so you guys can see a little better. Shot up at 9:30, held it for a couple of seconds, and we know it didn't hold it very long because the candle it's got a stick. It's not a candle, a fat candle. It's a wick. It's got a real long wick, so it did not hold this very long, but it held here longer. So it popped up here, dipped probably immediately back down to 262, and then worked its way through the rest of that 5 minute period. But yeah, it's just a perfect example. Almost every stock I pull up has had a spike and a dip. Mara, it's okay. This one, uh, Resolve. See, and I would still consider this a spike because this one changes. It doesn't. Okay, it can change price a lot, but I've seen it usually only changes price like 50 cents at a time, maybe. Sometimes less. But this one will take off too, so, keep an eye on it. But apparently today is not the day. And this is just a short list of stocks that I have on my paper trades watch list for Thinkorswim. I have many, many more on my other list. But yeah, so just some examples of, I will pull up RIBN because that was the call from earlier. But yeah, just a couple examples. Quickly, I could go through and show you why you need to be careful on quad witching days and always pay attention to when they are. Um, when's the next one? Let me look it up. I need to put them in my calendar, guys. I'm gonna add that to my list of things I need to do. Excuse me, got the hiccups. Ugh. Okay. I don't know what I want to get into today. If you do want to trade on a quad witching day, though, and you're a little bit concerned about it, you can always do a paper trade. Well, you're not losing anything, but you're still getting some practice. Now, if you're an experienced trader, of course, I'm sure you've got this. But if you're new, don't fret. Paper trade. I'm gonna switch back over to Weeble real quick, see if there's anything else. HITI. Let's pull that one up for you guys. I still need more screens. I need screens here, and then I can just be, you know, yes. Okay, I'm gonna read this post, because I feel it's very informative. And she posts informative stuff like this all the day, all the time. But I'm just gonna go through and actually read what she posted. Roughly 7 trillion in options tied to stocks, ETFs, and indexes are set to expire today, making Friday the largest witching day on record, according to Citigroup strategists. These quarterly events occur when multiple derivatives expire simultaneously and are often associated with but but volatility as investors roll positions forward. However, Citi's analysis shows that volatility is usually lower than expected, with notable exceptions during the pandemic era trading surge. So, Citi is saying that the volatility of the quad witching days are usually lower than expected, but there are a lot of uh, hang on a second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my cats. I'll just tell you the story. My cats are being a pain in the butt, and so normally I wouldn't even bring it up, but it was just funny because the little one, Rory, one of the ones that likes to sit on my lap all the time while I'm streaming, she was chasing the big one, David. Um, so she chased him up we have these like cat mounts on our walls. She had chased him up the wall, like up the cat mount, and she's just standing at the bottom looking at him, and he's just sitting up there looking at her. Now it's like eye level where he's at, so what are you doing? And then he climbs down and runs away when I come out there and I say something, and then she follows him. I don't know, it was funny. They fight all the time. Not like mean or anything, but you'd think they're getting mean with the way they hiss at each other. I know, I just thought that was kind of funny. HITI coming up again. What's your 2 minutes and your 1 minutes? Up on both. Watch this one. It might be good for I say that it starts to dip. Still watch it. Um, I will say, even though I haven't actually heard, so now I didn't watch, and if someone else has, please let me know. I didn't watch the presidential address. No, I guess it wasn't even an address. I think it was just something a side note that Trump had mentioned about the cannabis stocks. But he said that they are, did he say he is considering it or they're putting effort in? I don't know. It made it sound like, yeah, it's on the list of things for them to address, but it also made it sound like it'll will eventually get there. Um, but I saw this one article yesterday. I'm pretty sure I read it on the stream where it was saying that they were talking about Wednesday, but I did not see him specifically say Wednesday anywhere. Maybe some director or somebody said Wednesday, but I did not see Wednesday, other than in the article that said supposedly Wednesday, but they didn't give me any reason to think why it would be Wednesday. So, I don't know. Some of these news companies just like to print fluff. I don't like fluff. Fluff is useless to me. I'm thirsty. Okay, now back to this. HITI. Yeah, so this is one. Now I'll start a little bit. It might be consolidating. Time is it? 10:03. It's been 30 minutes. People starting to slow down. Some things. These are all red. Uh, let's get to this one. There we go. I forgot I switched over to my my other list for a second. LUN. Oh, look at that. Intuitive machines. Hmm. I'm familiar with that one. But look at all these jumps, guys. These early morning jumps. Like right at 9:30 or a couple minutes after. Yeah, sorry. Hi, Vix. Good morning. I need a coffee refill. I'm so terrible. Okay, do I want to leave ETHU? Bloom's doing all right too. Yeah, like all of these. If you are already in this, that's a good trade for you because you've made money. But I am not already in these, so let me see if this page is still messing up. Freaking working now. I don't get this. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Now you guys can see it. Okay, so yeah, I was looking at Bloom. Just kind of clicking through these and see all these jumps. Even this one. This one definitely dipped, like I said, like I was talking about, but it took a little bit to get there. So Lunar, nice big jump this morning. AP, nice big jump. And I'm feeling most of these right up here are probably going to all have some nice big jumps. And they do. Look at them. Each one. Oh, you did not though. OSRH took a nice dip. Uh, but yep, I can just quickly clear through all these and find so many examples of what I was talking about before. There's the occasional one where it's not. I don't like, what is this? What is this? Mm, FATN may come off my list. Yep, yep, all of these. A lot of big jumps this morning. Um, so everything's made its move upwards, so then we gotta wait for their dips, which I expect most of them to take a dip today. I do expect them to take a dip today. Probably. I'm not gonna guess a time. I do expect most of these to take a dip though. LU and R are still going up though. That's what we're looking at right now. I don't like to trade really on quad witching days. I see the potential, but to be honest, I don't see. I'll have to ask, what about this? Besides the fact that it consolidated, would make that an indicator that this was going to take off. I mean, I see where it's pumping right there a little bit. Um, and this one even, I mean, it's moving up and moving up. But other than slight upward movement before the 9:30, this one went down though. I'm gonna ask the other traders, what indicators they're using for these call outs, because like I'm not seeing really what exactly it is that's saying this one's gonna take off. Maybe it's financials, some sort of news. It is a quad witching day. It's probably financials. Hang on. Let us look it up. Yeah. I guess I can start out with explaining exactly what a quad witching day is. I haven't. It's the definition. A quad witching day is a quarterly event on the third Friday of March, June, September, and December when four types of derivative contracts, stock index futures, stock index options, stock options, and single stock futures all expire simultaneously. So that's what makes it volatile. People are trying to sell. Um, I was gonna explain options. I don't wanna word this incorrectly. So I'm just going to look up the definition so I don't say this wrong. I don't want to confuse anybody. Okay, so options. Just I wanted to make sure I wanted to check myself to make sure I wasn't gonna say this wrong. Okay, split view. Stop it. If I want to do that, I'll do it. Um, so an option. When you buy an option, you can buy it at a certain price. You make a contract to buy that you can buy it at a certain price, even when the stock goes up. Um, but you can't do that forever. There's an expiration date on it. But you have to do whatever you're going to do with those stocks before that expiration date, or they just sell and they go away. But that's my mini explanation of options. I'll go into more definitions and things like that when I start doing the option trading. Um, right now, I'm just trying to stick to the basic stock trading, stocks. Um, okay, so I don't need that anymore. Many explanations of words by vid.
there it goes to dip. Yeah, and I was expecting most of these ones that shot right up to take a nice big dip. People get excited, try to make their money and scalp it real quick, and then they finally do, and then they just offload. But that's how we all make our money in the stock market, so it's okay. Just don't be on the bad end of that. Don't hold the bag. Alright, I'll be right back. Okie dokie. I am back. Ah, hiccups. Excuse me. Oh, hey, look at that. LUNR. I was expecting this one to start dipping, but it has not. Well, now it is. I have not been checking. Ah, what are you doing, screen? To see if there were any new posts in the Discord. Apparently not yet. I don't know if any of that came through or not. I was saying NAK is one of my favorite stocks, and I said some other things. I don't remember what it was though. Just kind of, and then I forget. Okay, dokie, guys. I'm having some computer problems. Since this was just a day, we're gonna kind of watch and see what the stocks do. Gonna go ahead and cut it here and figure out what's going on. We'll be back Monday. As always, good luck with your trades. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today on stream, and I'll catch you later on the Trader Z channel.